1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh.
Rules, but it just shows you that in this competitive Premier League, the 1% benefits counts. You know, that anything they can possibly improve with the players or the way they play, with the ground, with where the crowd is, they will go for it, because often the matches, the great thing about the Premier League is almost sometimes any team can beat any other, which is true. And therefore you've got to look for those slight marginal benefits, advantages, if you can get any like that. But anyway, that was just a thought that I noticed at Newcastle and Sunderland. I don't think they're playing by the rules, but who knows? You know. Anyway, it was a good result for Brentford. I thought they did brilliantly to win 3-2 there, and they're a team to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they were good last season as well, weren't they?
They were, yeah,
fairly good last season as well. So yeah. Now this one, I don't know if you've heard about it, because I've only just heard about it as well. I've only just read about it. So, did you know that Arsene Wenger wrote a book? Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. All right, that's good then. So, Jose Mourinho was asked why he wasn't mentioned in the book, in Arsene Wenger's. And this is his classic response: because he never beat me. You are not going to do a chapter about 12 or 14 matches and never win one. So why should he speak about me in his book? A book is a thing to make you happy, make you proud. So I perfectly understand the situation.
As you say, it's the perfect answer, isn't it, really? If it's true. I mean, I imagine he wouldn't have said that Wenger never beat him, never beat his teams, if it wasn't the case. So, mind you, you think, I mean, I know Arsene Wenger did write a book, because I read one or two, I didn't read any of it, but I saw some headlines about one or two things he was saying. But it is hard to imagine, if it's a book about his time at Arsenal, which it obviously was, how we could possibly not mention such a significant figure as Mourinho.
Yeah, I wondered as well. Now this other one is about Alvaro Arbeloa, the manager of Real Madrid. Now somebody's taking the time to actually note the difference before he took on the job and whilst on the job. So they say Alvaro Arbeloa loses a significant amount of weight a month after taking over as Real Madrid manager.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think other managers in the Premier League might be experiencing the same thing? Where, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very stressful job. I mean, we say that, and of course it is. We should never underestimate that. But equally, one area that they won't be stressed about is financial. I mean, in life generally, if people are stressed about their job, what it entails, it would also, the risk or the fear of losing that job, either a company has cutbacks or you're not performing properly or whatever, then yeah, there's a consequence very often for the man in the street. Financially, there's a consequence. You think, I've got to go and find another job. So that doesn't apply obviously in football management, certainly the top football management. If we're talking about, you know, teams even in the lower leagues of the EFL, then they won't be on the sort of money that they are in the Premier League. But
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
League, but you're probably true to say they, in the four main leagues, they don't do too badly. But I think stress affects people in football and in other walks of life in different ways, doesn't it? Some people lose weight if they're under a lot of stress. Some people put on weight because they find their comfort eating to deal with the stress in their life. So it can work both ways. And I'd say it's almost more unusual for somebody to lose weight because of the stress of a job. So one would think, well, is it possibly something else? Is the guy, is he not well? Has he been checked out? Clearly there must be pictures of him, photos of him before and after, or before and now. He's clearly lost some weight, but then maybe he's on a weight loss program. You never know. So unless somebody is suggesting that this is almost an illness of stress because of that job, then you would have to say, if it was true, that perhaps he's in the wrong job. I don't know whether managing one of the top clubs, say in our country like Liverpool, Man City, is that more stressful than managing Brighton or Palace or Forest? I don't know. Or the teams facing relegation, that's probably where the real stress is, with people like Nuno at West Ham and the Wolves manager and the Burnley manager. You can understand them, not money-wise, but out of personal pride. They know it's on their CV if they get relegated. And I would imagine, without wishing to relegate anybody before necessary, but you would imagine that Wolves and their fans have probably accepted they're going down. Burnley, if they put on a very good run now, they could save themselves, but they are a little bit far behind, probably about 8 points back from West Ham. In fact, we at Palace are playing Burnley tomorrow, so obviously I hope Palace win that, but I don't like to see other teams relegated, to be honest, because I know when Palace last went down, I think it was in 2005, and it then took 8 years to get back to the Premier League, 2013, and we're still there, 10, 11, 12 years later. So 13 years later, really. But it affects you badly when you're a fan of your team and they get relegated. It does, because you think, well, when are we ever going to get back? Because you tend to lose all your good players. They want to stay up in the top division. So I think the stress is in the relegation area. Obviously, there's stress throughout the league, but yeah.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on